Good morning. I'm Kristen Van Dyke. Of course, Nikki has the day off, but we have Dan Mayfield in
How's
this
it going?
morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you. He's, of course, editor-in-chief of Albuquerque, the magazine.
Got one right
and you
here.
were here just last week talking about the hot singles issue.
Yes, it's one of my favorite issues of the year, I think.
One of my favorites, too.
Oh, yeah. Other than Christmas time, I think hot singles time is like my favorite time of the year. We have 38 really hot singles in this one, and we're getting ready for the big hot singles party, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear more about that. I mean, whether
Yes.
you're single or taken, I think at least it's fun to look at.
It's fun to look
the singles, the hot singles from around the area. And then, of course, if you are single, then the hot singles party is the place to be, right?
That's exactly. It's kind of become adult prom. So even if you are not single, it's just a great place to go, and you dress up and you hang out. There's DJs, there's party, there's drink samples. There's a little bit of everything this year. It's going to be a Hard Rock Casino and Resort on the 26th. It's going to be awesome. Oh, here's a picture from last year's hot singles.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big deal.
And you can see it, fancy dress.
It is. Tickets are $30 a piece, and yeah, people usually do show up looking their best because it is the hot singles party, and they're looking to find somebody, you know. But you know, since it's at the Hard Rock, you can hang out all night, and there's always something to do there, and yeah, it's always a great time. It's one of my favorite parties of the year.
Gosh, look at all those people. How many people usually show up?
We're expecting almost 5,000 this year.
Wow.
It should be a gigantic party.
5,000 singles all in one spot.
That's it.
And at Hard Rock, too, so the place to be.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
How do you get an invitation? How do you
you don't need an invitation. You
don't?
You can buy a ticket.
Yeah.
And they're just $30 a piece at the Hard Rock. And the party's from 7 to 11, but then of course we all hang out and have a good time after that and before that at the Hard Rock.
Right.
You know, we have dinner, hang out, and then hang out in the bars afterwards at the Hard Rock. It's always a great time. So.
Okay, and then the money also goes to charity,
Big Brothers, Big Sisters is the charity this year, so it should be really awesome. Yeah, it's always a great time, and it's something cool to do that benefits charity, and everybody gets to go out and have a good time.
Right.
And I think you've got one of our former hot singles on the show today also. Trish is here.
Oh, she is.
Trish is here from APD, and Trish is talking about some stuff that APD is doing. And she was actually on the cover of Albuquerque, the magazine.
Wow.
I think it was in 06.
Oh,
so it was a hot single.
Well, I've seen
She's
her do
no longer single.
No longer single.
No longer single.
So is that the rule? If you're taken, okay, what if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend but you're not married yet? Are you still technically single or
not for our purposes?
No.
Not for our
No.
You got to be single and looking for our purposes, yes.
Very single. I'm sure there's a lot of very single people around.
There are, yes. Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of really hot, really great single people in Albuquerque, which is the best part.
Flipping through, and there were some really nice looking young ladies and men of all ages too, right?
Absolutely.
It's not just necessarily for younger.
We have people from their 20s to their 70s, which is amazing. You know?
That's going to be a lot of fun.
It is.
And it's coming up August
26th. It's from 7th to 11th.
From 7 to 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you heard it right here. You got to make your way out there. And of course, again, this is the hot singles issue, and I know you're working already on the next
October,
issue.
September, October, November, we're already cranking on everything already.
Tell us, how do you decide what goes into your magazine, and what can we expect in the next future?
Well, September is one of my favorites. It's Top Docs. I mean, Top Dentists. Top Dentist issue is a September issue, and that's one that I think a lot of people look for who, you know, everybody wants to know who the good dentists are for whatever, whether it's cosmetic dentistry, pediatric dentistry, in 11 or 12 different categories. So we find the top dentists, and dentists vote for dentists. So it works out real well that way.
Right. I think that's important, not only for probably cosmetics, also
general dentistry.
A lot of people are afraid of the dentist. I am one of those terrified, shaking before I go in.
And that's often because you don't know who the good dentists are.
Right.
You know, so it's a good chance to take a look at the magazine and see who other dentists would trust with their family members to go to the dentist. It works out real well. And of course we got stories on comedy coming up, and then we've got, this has been one that we have eaten and eaten and done a lot of work on, and we can't wait to tell people who the winners are in the breakfast burrito brawl in September.
So who judged that?
Well, we all judged it. The whole magazine judged it.
Okay.
And there's 25 of us who ate 56 restaurants worth of burritos is what the count is at right now, and we're trying to eat more and more and more. It's ridiculous. So we got a bunch of great stuff coming up October, November, December. It should be good.
Well, of course, you're Albuquerque the magazine, so you're going to know what a good breakfast burrito is.
There's something about that
from Albuquerque, right?
Albuquerqueans have this palate for the breakfast burrito. I don't know what it is, but we know a good breakfast burrito when we taste it, you know?
It's all the green chili, and of course, there's so many good things about this city, and now, have you heard about this latest trend? It's the Facebook trend. It's going viral. Remember your hometown win. Well, this one is ABQ Remember When. And the Albuquerque page already has well over 10,000 fans, and this was just put up this past Sunday. So
I'm already a member.
Yeah, you're a member already.
And we were talking about, and I think a lot of locals here would remember the old water slides that were at, yeah, you're nodding your head over here. There's folks in the studio nodding their heads, the old water slides that were at Matano on the freeway. And it's one of these great groups. Everybody should check this out because it brings back memories of stuff you totally forgot about.
Yeah.
Restaurants you forgot about when Flying Star was Double Rainbow is on there.
Right, that was one of the things we were talking about. You know, I think some of the ones, there's already been 22,000 posts. The old Double Rainbow restaurant. And then the time when Jim Morrison of the Doors lived here as a child, apparently. I wasn't here then, but so many good stories. I
he went to
definitely
Jefferson Middle School.
Really?
Yeah, he was a local celeb. Yeah, and the guys from Beavis and Butthead are from here. There's a bunch of great guys who did a bunch of celebrities are from Albuquerque. A lot of folks remember them. It's one of my favorite pages, and I'm trying not to spend a lot of time at work looking at that page because it could be a time sink very quickly looking at all of that, remembering all the old Albuquerque stuff.
I'm sure it's always fun to remember
it's wonderful.
The good old days, and of course, so that's catching a lot of buzz, and a lot of buzz here this morning was actually about the weather. Did you see anything in particular yesterday? There was a lot of rain. There was also a landspout that looked like a tornado. See that?
I saw a little something when I was driving back to the office from work, from lunch, and I saw that thing, and I was like, what is that? I thought it was something on my windshield.
We were flooded with emails of these pictures. You could see it from the west side all the way out east to I-40 and Eubank. It's called a landspout. It's very similar to a water spout, so it's different from a dust devil. It's in the tornado family, but for a tornado to form, you have to have a supercell thunderstorm, one of those rotating thunderstorms, and then the funnel cloud actually drops out and you have the tornado developing. Well, this is actually kind of the reverse of that. The storm wasn't rotating. The winds are just swirling around and around, and then the thunderstorm updraft, it gets caught in that, and it makes the funnel really tight, and so then you have very similar conditions to a tornado, but usually not as strong.
Does it go all the way up to the clouds?
It does. It goes all the way up.
Incredible.
So it gets caught into that updraft, and that's, you know how like a skater, when they pull their arms in, it starts spinning faster. So the swirling wind gets pulled into that. We'll stop there, yeah.
So I saw something on the website yesterday, and I was like, I got to ask Kristen tomorrow about this. What's an aerial alert?
Oh, we get that all the time.
Because does it mean like aerial, like an airplane?
No, that's A-E-R-I-A-L. And this is spelled aerial, like area with an L on the end. And it's basically an adjective for area. And what it is it means that an area is going to be prone to flooding. And not the flash flooding type. Flash flooding comes on immediately. All of a sudden, you can go from nothing to a ton of rain all at once and then major flooding. This is something that kind of is a little bit more slow-moving flooding than flash flooding. So, but they call it aerial flood advisory. I don't know why they don't just say flood advisory or flood warning, but it's called aerial. It means area.
I saw that on the website yesterday for the station. I was like, well, I got to ask Kristen what aerial actually means.
A lot of people do ask that.
Yeah.
And of course, we had even reports of wind gusts and pea-sized hail, and then flash flooding, as we were just talking about here. This was up in Los Alamos, and you can see the debris spill into the road, shut down Highway 501 there, and had to get the big trucks out.
Yeah, those guys can't catch a break up there in Los Alamos. Fires and mudslides and everything else. It's rough up there.
It is, and there's probably going to be more rain up there.
More rain this weekend, or? Well, does that mean the campgrounds are going to be open, though?
I don't know that they are.
I'm not sure. It's a popular camping area, but I haven't heard.
This weekend, I know that rain chances are going to be going away this weekend, really for a lot of people. So today will be really the last of it. Tomorrow, maybe a few more isolated storms. But yeah, a lot of places starting to open up again because of getting the decent rain. We're finally getting some of the rain. So that's certainly good news.
That's good. I can go camping again. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, but still not nearly where we should be right now. So, and then of course tonight, a lot of people wondering about the weather for the big concert. Are you going?
I don't have tickets yet. I need to see if I can score some. But the Tim McGraw is coming tonight, and it should be awesome. We were having to search our Google boxes earlier and find out what's that song and what's the other song. There's so many Tim McGraw songs that we were all remembering this morning.
There's tons. Your favorite?
forget the girl. Don't forget the girl.
Oh yeah.
That's
don't
my favorite.
Yeah, don't take the girl.
Don't take the girl. I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, that was like me with the rain song. I love She's My Kind of Rain.
Yes.
Of course, being a meteorologist, I love the weather-related songs. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's at 7 o'clock tonight at the Hard Rock.
And, yeah. And then also Kid Rock is coming up Saturday, and I need to get some tickets for that too.
And Rick Springfield.
There's all kinds of great stuff coming up. So
lots going on.
Everybody says there's nothing to do in Albuquerque between all these concerts, the hot singles party, and watching for Ariel flooding. I think we have a lot to do in the city right now. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, tons going on, and the weather really, even though we still really need more rain, we may see a few more storms tonight going away this weekend. So I think it's good for at least the outdoor plans there. So you're not going to have to worry about getting rained on, stormed on, or get hailed on like yesterday. Some of you guys in the Northeast Heights seen pea-sized hail. Lots of weather going on yesterday. We'll see one more day of that before things really start to taper off. So let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast.